Hello and welcome to Flower Juice. My name is John McDonald and today I'm going to show you how to make a very simple kind of upright hand-tied style arrangement. A lot of the time we see the round style, and if you're wanting to do something different for your customer, then this is the way to do that, or a way to do that. So what have we got? Well, I've got some nice phoenix palm, I've got some mini gerberas, some carnations, a nice orange rose, and we've got this chrysanthemum bloom called shamrock. I've also got a little bit of palm, a little bit of aspidistra, a little bit of asparagus, and some leatherleaf and salal just as a kind of base greenery. So let's get started. What I want to do is I want to create really like a flat pack style arrangement, which we'll look at a later date. So again, we're still going to do the hand tie principle. So we're going to be crossing our stems and getting a spiral down here. And I'm starting with my longest rose, and then I'm just going to add in 2 or 3 others. Now, what I need is to put a little bit of bulk just at the back here, and a little bit to the front. So this little bit of bulk down here means that we can actually then sit things out. So I'm just working here like you would make an arrangement. So you're wanting to create a line, you're wanting to create focal points, you're wanting to create interest. But with this, you're also wanting to build up a little bit of volume into the actual arrangement, which is a bit hard, or could be a little bit hard. So I'm using the plant material to its best effect to do that. And if I want this flower to land here, then I'm coming across with a stem. And we can also feed them in. Because we're using the spiral system, then essentially the stems will guide us to where we want to be. So as long as you're doing it neatly and consistently, then you can feed things in and have them placed where you want. These aspidistras are wonderful because they're nice and bulky and bold. They create a perfect framework for this, and they'll create a lot of support as well. We've also got this nice palm leaf which we can put in at the back and into this side. So when I'm coming to the left, I want to go on top, and when I went round there to the right, I want to go to the back. So really we can create a collar with that, and I still want to have this one down into here. So essentially what we've done is we've created a little hand tie where we have got a line of roses, we've got some variety of recession and depth, we've got some grouping of flowers such as the blooms here. So we've got lines and groups, and we've got different textures. We're really wanting to make this nice and interesting for the customer, as opposed to the normal kind of round bouquet. So I'm just going to tie this off. This is where you need about 3 pairs of hands, and I'm just going round with this tie ribbon round back. Now if you are tying anything, don't let go. If you let go, you're going to either have to catch it very quickly or probably start again. So we've got that tied at that point, and essentially you can see we've got our arrangement here. We're going through the spiral and into our stems. Now we'll leave these long at the moment. What I want to do is just use some of this cellophane to create a background to this hand tie. So if we fold this coloured cell, a little bit of tape. This will be hidden by the flowers, really. We can place our flowers on top. So this is giving a bit of colour. Now, this volume here, we can bring up to make a bit of a collar down the bottom. Now, don't worry too much about our tying point. What we'll do is we'll scrunch that up. So I need another piece of cellophane. This one, again, is going to come up the top of the bouquet, but what I really want this to do is act as a bit more support. So I want this to mirror the cone, but to be a little bit higher up. And I want this also to feed across. So we can take that to that. Now where this overlaps, you can put a little bit of tape, just as a support. You can hide that with your shop label. And I'm scrunching this in down here. So, we can just tie this off down here now. And when you're tying your hand-tied arrangements, make sure they're nice and firm. If you are too kind about it, then actually you'll cause a problem. So what I'm still not going to cut the stems until I'm ready. But I'm going to take 2 squares of cellophane. Now normally I would only use 1. But this style of hand tie has less volume, and by using 2 pieces of cellophane as the base, I'll actually have more strength, and the base itself will create more support. So forgetting about this cello, what we're looking at now is we want to cut straight here. So I'll bring my stems together. And we're wanting really 2/3 to 1/3 is a nice proportion. You definitely need a good secateurs. Put that cell back. So this is going to be within our bag of water. What I would like to do is I want to position this so that this corner meets those corners effectively, and you can use the edge of the desk. The edge of the desk will allow you to do this quite easily. But what I like to do is bring up the front and nip it in, then bring up the sides and knit that side in, and then bring up that side, and just scrunch it in. So again, this is going to give support to the bouquet, and we just need to tie that off. So we have our bouquet, and now just to add water, we just go down, pouring the water right into the centre, and you should see the water going into the base. What I would do is I would continue to fill it until it is basically to the top. It's very, I think it's important to make sure that it has the maximum amount of water, because not every customer is actually going to take care of their flowers. So if we fill it all the way up to the tie point, then we know it's got the most amount of water that it could have had. So actually that can take quite a lot of water. finish off, I'm going to put it into a hand-tie bag. What I've done is I've put a bow on it. If you aren't sure how to make a bow, then you can refer to one of our other videos. And I've just put a piece of cellophane inside it just to line it. And then we can place our bouquet in. And there you have it. As an alternative to the round style hand tie bouquet, this gives your customer something more interesting and just a little bit different. Thank you for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed today's video.